Hi, my name's Kevin Bollefer. I work for the Revelstoke Community Forest Corporation. I'm also on the board of directors for CMI, and I thought I'd have a little tour with you guys out in the bush. This is what I do, and it's a beautiful day. Lots of snow on the ground still. Going's really good, and wanted to show you what I'm up to. So here it is. So I don't know if you've ever wondered how cut blocks get laid out and developed, but there's a pile of different things that go into it. In this stand, it's just over 100 years old. The stand initiating event was fire at the turn of the century, and it was natural regeneration back to what you see now. So what we've got is a fair bit of fir, a bit of spruce, and cedar hemlock. And what we're seeing now is fir beetle is starting to come into the stand and kill a pile of the fir. So we want to get ahead of it, and we want to remove some of the fir in order to slow the spread of fir beetle. But in the same breath, we also want to consider all the other attributes, the biological and also the operational constraints that we have in these areas. So what we're looking at doing here, we've devised a plan to create a 3-pass system. We're going to do small clear cuts, about 1/4 of a hectare, and that will enable us to grow fir back in those areas, because if you partial cut, it's really difficult to get fir to regenerate under shade, because they're shade intolerant species. So we want to get fir and white pine back in the open areas. We'll mix it with cedar and hemlock and some spruce also, but it's important to create some openings, and that emulates kind of what's going to happen here anyways with the fir dying out. And then the other areas that we're going to do is this area above me. We're going to partial cut this, we're going to thin it, so we'll take this spruce out. It's a nice value in the forestry world right now, and then we'll leave those cedar right there. And so this is going to be a thinning. So we'll have a 3-pass system where we come in and we cut small patches, and then we'll thin another 1/3 of the area, and then we'll leave 1/3 of the area as is. So we'll try to get that to grow some more, and then that also will provide good habitat for birds and for the wildlife and everything else. So here's another example. We'll take this fir, because fir beetle is pretty ripe for a fir beetle attack, and we're already seeing it in areas, so we'll take that out now, and we'll leave all the surrounding cedar, which will release after we remove that fir. So we've got like I say, a 3-pass system. Down here, this will be left for the first pass. In 25 years, we'll probably come in and thin this, at which time the thinning areas, we will come in and harvest those, and the areas that we're going to clear cut will come in and thin in 25 years. So it's a 3-pass system, and so there'll always be standing timber on this area throughout the cycle of harvesting. So that way we can harvest some value, and we're creating more value by thinning these areas and growing more volume on the cedar. And we're also providing good habitat. We'll try to leave some future snags and things like that for woodpeckers and everything that helps us combat the beetle also. And it's a bit of a win-win. So it'll be a really fun project to see this through and see how it proceeds. So we're back at the truck at the end of the day. One of the things we've been talking about at CMI is how things are going to change in the coronavirus world. So for us, we're working alone a lot more. So of course, we're lots more check-ins and those types of things. So we've got our working alone protocols, making sure we get our check-ins on time. The DeLorme works really well, because with the 2-way texting, it's sure you know that everybody back at the office got your message. So you can check in if anything happens. You can let them know where you're at and what's up if you need help. Of course, packing radio too, so I've got direct communication with truckers on the road and everything else, and just playing it real safe out here. So hopefully you guys can get out and get your bush seasons going and play safe. Take care.